Good day, people. It's your guy J Crew to you coming at you with another video here on August 5th, 2022. I want to come at y'all with another video regarding that WNBA basketball player, Miss Brittney Griner. For those of you who been following her case, Miss Griner has been going through a bit of a grind herself. I guess you could say that is a pun intended because her last name does sound like the word grind. Either way, uh, Miss Griner has been playing the WNBA for quite some time now, and but as we all know, with the WNBA, it's their setup is not the same as the traditional men's NBA. What I mean by that is that the pay structure is not the same. So the reason I'm even saying all this stuff is that Brittney Griner, like many other WNBA players, in addition to playing during the regular WNBA season, after the season concludes, they still go overseas to play additional basketballs to supplement their income. And that was one of the reasons why she was trying to enter Russia earlier this year. And she was trying to go and play with a Russian team, I believe she had a contract with, to get some more money during the WNBA offseason. Unfortunately, when Miss Griner went to Russia earlier this year, she was detained because they found some of that hashish in her luggage. Marijuana, weed. I don't know what the popular term is, if it's another form of weed, but they call it. I've heard it called hashish. So however you want to define it, that's what she was caught with. If she was put in a Russian jail, and so uh, basically she's been there ever since, and it's been kind of a weird case because you wouldn't think she would be in jail that long over some weed, but again, she's on foreign land, so their laws and regulations are obviously different. Throughout these several months when she's been jailed, I think um, her spouse uh, has come out and tried to speak on behalf of her and tried to make a plea to bring her home. As you all know, she is a lesbian, and so she is of the LBGTQ community. And so her wife, Miss Griner's wife, has pleaded, with Russian authorities to bring her home to no success. Her fellow WNBA players have come out and tried to speak on her behalf, and even Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I think our President Joe Biden and our Vice President Miss Kamala Harris have tried to release statements, encouraging Russian authorities to bring her home. But the Russian authorities, I think, have always indicated in one way or another that she was not going to come home until she was tried in the court of law. Well, uh, we pretty much are at that point where she's been tried in the court of law. And yesterday, I think she pled guilty. She had pled guilty in July, but they sentenced her yesterday over the hashish charge. She was sentenced to 9 years in prison, and this is in Russia. That may sound like her career is dead and over, but we can't assume that her case is over, because keep in mind, even before the verdict had come down and her time was put on her yesterday by the Russian court system, President Biden had been trying to swap her out for another Russian prisoner. They had been trying to perform like some kind of inmate swap to get her home, and out of this political nightmare. Uh, but it's still to no avail as of yet. But as I was indicating just a half a minute ago, Russian authorities, I think, have indicated they would be willing to entertain some type of inmate swap, but their process will have to be respected in terms of what happened in the courtroom. Uh, so apparently, that process came through to a screeching halt yesterday with her being handed 9 years. So, I mean, I've heard many things about prisons abroad, so you can't assume that just because prisons here give inmates a decent life that happens everywhere else. I've heard that prisons abroad are very horrible. That they're basically uh, camps where people, they're basically labor camps where people are kept in horrible conditions with multiple people in their cells, maybe one bathroom for maybe 5 to 10 prisoners, and you're basically expected to work in some prison systems over there for free and not get paid not even 5 cents an hour. Because I think inmates over here in the United States and a lot of prison systems, they'll make something per hour, but it'll be some minuscule amount. Either way, My feelings on this is that for any of you all who have sort of like this attitude, you can just kind of go anywhere around the world and sort of just kind of do as you did over here in your native land. Do not do that. Miss Griner should have checked with the laws abroad before she took the hashish over there with her. She should have checked that. Their laws are obviously different and they have to be respected. So this is on her. I don't fault nobody but Brittney Griner. You know, you all may not like what the Russian law says, but either way, you have to respect it. And so, to me, that's a lesson to be learned in all this mess. That even though her case, even though it's been decided in court, is still ongoing. People need to understand that you need to read up on where you're going. Even if you've been there before, because the law could be changing every year. You need to stay. You need to stay abreast of what's going on, so you won't put you or any of your family members in a bad sort of situation. This woman has been away from her wife since early this year. And I think that's just kind of sad. She can't even be around her family. But again, it's her fault, so she has to accept responsibility. We can't have an outlaw attitude wherever we go, or we might end up getting caught up like Miss Brittney Griner has abroad. So to me, that's a lesson. For y'all who had this attitude about you can do how you want to, remember what happened with Brittney Griner yesterday and what's been going on with her over the past several months. It's your guy J. Crew to you, coming at you with my first video here on August 5th, 2022. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, click subscribe. Y'all have a good day.